And responsible people have inspiration. They have warnings sometimes. They always have a control mechanism around what they're choosing to think about things.
Are you interested in just taking my money and helping me? Or is it just, Ruben, here are the tools and then you make the decision?
The most important thing is that you're willing to be 100% responsible. I really don't even want to talk to you, man, if you're not responsible. Yeah. Like if we're sitting on that plane, I'm going to say, look, I'm going to listen to my music or a podcast, because if you're a victim, you're wasting my time and you're sucking my energy. You're like a zombie. Yeah. So
can you elaborate on what you mean by victim? Because I know you touch on that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is the key piece. There's two different types of people. There are people that are self-responsible, and what that looks like is whatever happens to me, it's my responsibility and I own it. And it doesn't matter whether a hurricane happened or I lost my house or I got raped. Like, it doesn't matter. We take responsibility. And people say, oh my gosh, did you just say I have to be responsible for being raped? And the reason I bring this up is because it's not that you said, hey, come rape me. It's that you get to choose what you do with it. You get to choose how you interpret the events of your life. And so when people think, okay, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to say, well, this person did this thing to me? Well, you can't fix anything if it's just somebody did something to you. If it's the government's fault, or it's a politician's fault, or it's your boss's fault, or whatever, you have no power. You've given your power away. And that's what the problem with victimhood is. When you're responsible, the moment you go 100% responsible is the moment you have 100% power, because you can change anything, because you're actually driving the thing. Otherwise, you're in the trunk just beating on it and crying and whining like a limp dog. And so the question is, which one are you going to be? And if you just think about your words, and when you talk about how they're doing this to me or this is wrong, you're victimizing, you're justifying, like, well, I did this because I didn't go to college. Is that a justification for making a certain amount of money, or having, my parents argued and they're divorced? Does that mean I could get to go beat my wife because it's my parents' fault? Like those are justifications. They're very low energy and they're an excuse. So the question is, do you have excuses or do you have inspiration for your life? And responsible people have inspiration. They have warnings sometimes. They always have a control mechanism around what they're choosing to think about things. It's not about how it's going to happen to them. It's why it's happening for them. Big difference.